What's going on? Welcome to the DZ Report. Don't you know I love haters? Love all y'all. Wish I had a 7 feet wingspan so I could slap all y'all. Now, Gen V up to this point, we were in the dark. We thought Cypher was we thought was it Cypher? Is that his name? Man, I can't think of that dude. And I think it's Cypher. I'm bad with names. Apologies to everybody. But Gen V has been awesome coming up, like, up to this point. It's about to be the season finale next week. Up to this point, the storytelling has been great. Has it been very gory and all of that? It's been gory. It's had its nasty parts, but what Gen V writers have learned is that, yo, we really don't have to show all this type of stuff like right away. It practically, like, if you actually watch it and look, and like, if you actually create a story where people can follow and be engaged, that will outweigh a lot of the action. This is why I don't like a lot of mindless action movies. Like, for instance, Godzilla and Kong, or Godzilla vs. Kong. Yeah, it was a great action. It was some great action scenes, but at the end of the day, the storytelling was kind of mid. But then when you see Godzilla -1, you like, oh my gosh, like, the storytelling is incredible. You know, the storytelling is incredible. You know, from what we usually watch. But on Gen V, we got to see Maria. She's basically V1. She could control the blood, or control the blood in your body. I mean, that's power. Sort of like a blood bender, if you want to look at it like that. Or, you know, or a water bender. Like, remember the one girl, I cannot think of her name. Man, you could tell it's early in the morning, sorry. But she was able to bend water, then she got with a blood bender, and then she was able to bend blood, and, you know, basically made her into something else that she didn't want to go down that trope. But the lady wanted to pass her legacy on to another waterbender who knows how to bend blood. Now, when you look at this is what Maria does. Maria is trying to, Maria wants her sister and friends to stay back so she can go do this and basically go get Godolphin to see if they can take down Cypher. But we knew this. I saw this coming from a mile away, that I knew that Godolphin was the man that was burnt. He just transferred his knowledge and his powers into somebody else. Cause dog, like, it just was crazy. And then you had the tears coming out of his eyes and stuff. And, you know, because that was him talking to himself, where he was like, maybe I should just end it all. Because he lost the Maria girl. He didn't know what to do. Maria basically fell right into their trap. The one lady, the black lady, of course, damn, I can't think of her name. But she basically, of course, y'all know she's from The Boys. She's the smart lady. Very weird. She got to stick something up her nose so she could feel dumb, and then it heals again, and then she's back to being smart. When she was having relations with Cypher, she was looking right at Godolphin, and that's when I knew. I was like, yeah, he's controlling it. And then I heard on Blur Without Fear, shout out to Ernie and them, I saw I saw what he saw. He was like, man, it was either him or Robo. One of them said it, where they were like, they think the Godolphin guy is the one controlling everything, like the guy that's in the like not the casket, but in the chamber. So you knew, like, okay, bet, like you knew what was going on. You knew where this was gonna head. So I knew from the get-go, like, all right, well, I seen this coming. Because if you remember the beginning, when they all the scientists took the experiment and Godolphin was trying to tell them, like, no, don't take it yet because it wasn't ready. And they all just, parts was falling out, things coming through the dude's butt, and all of them basically were unalive. And then he got hit with some of the, like the glass, like when the explosion hit, the glass had compact V on it. So he gained the powers to be able to control. So when he got up out that bed, he just felt so great. And then as soon as he got out, he was like, man, air smells good. What is your power? And he told him what his power was. And he basically just made him like unalive himself, which, you know, his plan is, that's why the one girl, the white girl with the blonde hair, she was like, yo, we got to go now, because she heard how he spoke and she put 2 to 2 together. This is what the dream was of Maria's sister. Her sister saw, of course, what was going on, that it was gonna, she was watching Godolphin. She was watching Godolphin do all that stuff, and then saw Marie on the ground or on the floor. Basically, this is what might happen, what I'm thinking, theory-wise. He's gonna bring all those soups, all those people in the room. Maria, he's gonna find a way to try to control Maria and start ripping people apart from the inside using her power, blood bending. So I think that's what's gonna happen next week. And then they're gonna find a way. She either is going to be controlled, or she's gonna find a way to break out of it, and might team up with, I think the girl name is Maeve or Mav, the black girl. I can't think of her name. But I think she's gonna get with her, and they're gonna find a way. They're gonna lead this into the final season of The Boys, where they're gonna concoct a plan to take out Homelander. That's what I think's going to happen. So we'll see. Or he could end up, here's another theory, he also could end up just taking control of Marie and have her unalive her sister, her friends, and everybody, and then have her go after Homelander. So if Homelander tries anything, they could take him out. So thus far, this season has been 4 out of 4 stars. You know, I love it. I love the storytelling. I love the pace. I love that they're not being fixated on the nasty scenes and the gory scenes and stuff. It's like they're actually moving the story along. Sometimes you see when you watch The Boys, it kind of loses its luster a little bit because it's so engulfed in trying to make it as gory as possible. And there's nothing wrong with that. But at the end of the day, you want the storytelling to be flawless. And so far, the storytellings have been flawless on The Boys and Gen V. So I expect from the excuse me. So I expect from next week's season finale that we're gonna get a lot of gory scenes, a lot of stuff going off, popping off. I can't wait for it. Can't wait for it. So, forgot to tell y'all to hit the like button. Please hit the like button on your way in. Hit the like button. Share this to all your platforms. Hit the notification bell to select all to receive upcoming notifications. And if y'all do love what you hear, you can donate to the page. Go to the description box, hit that link to the Cash App, or you can do it in the comment section, or you can do it in the live chat. So yeah, I mean, that's all I got. Other things, I think I forgot the father, Andre's dad. Maria healed him where he can actually control his powers now. She won't save the blonde chick because the blonde chick, what she did to them. Maria don't trust her, but she's going to end up having to do that. She's going to have to end up doing that. Now, will it bite them in the butt? It might, but hey, I mean, you got to look at it. You got to look at it from this perspective. Yes, it's your enemy. The enemy of your enemy is your friend. And people think that's just the old cliche answer, but no. Sometimes when you and this person, y'all may not get along, but y'all both do not like this person, y'all find a way to get together, click up, and beat that person to submission. That's how it works, right? Y'all know that's how it works. But I'm trying to figure out. Because the last episode, you're going to have like everybody, they're going to see who's the best, who's the strongest. That's what Godolphin wants to do. He wants to see who the strongest is of the Supes, and he wants to run the world that way. Have we seen this before? I mean, we've seen this with Magneto. The only difference is that Magneto, the reason Magneto was different because he wanted to help all mutants. With this guy, he just wants to create the top, the strongest, and get rid of the weak. So then he can militarize it and use it against the weak, like the humans and other Supes that are weak, that they can basically conquer everything. He basically wants to create his own vault, practically. But yeah, Maria is the strongest one, and that's what Godolphin was trying to do. He was trying to unlock her powers so she could heal him, so then he didn't need Cypher no more. That's why you saw Cypher at the end, whole aura change, and Andre's dad was finna unalive him. He was like, something ain't right. He like, wait a minute, something ain't right. And he got away. They got Maria out of there. That's all he really needed. He really don't need her like that anymore. But he's still going to find a way to try to bring her in. They're going to try to bring her in. They don't care if she don't like it and stuff. Look, they're trying to take Homelander down because Homelander's too powerful. He's too powerful. He's too powerful. He'll have the ability to, him and his son practically. I don't know if it's him and his son together again. I think his son left with the Resistance, but we'll see. But Butcher's on his ass. Butcher's on his ass. Butcher got that new power and everything. That is crazy. So we'll see. But I mean, I saw it coming. I knew something wasn't right from the beginning because it just didn't make any sense. And then if you listen to what he was saying, like Cypher was like, I see and hear everything. Like, it ain't make no sense. And then she didn't see the compound V in his blood. But he was still able to use his power because he wasn't the one, it was Godolphin. That's when I knew. I was like, okay, it's this guy. That's why, because if you look at it, when she was having relations with Godolphin, she was looking at Godolphin and he was like feeling great about her or something. Like it didn't, like, and if you look at the chair, the guy's kind of in a daze, like he's being controlled. And she's looking and she's loving that because that's what she likes. You know what I'm saying? Like she's in love with the mind that is Godolphin. That's what she does. She falls in love with the mind. Or if she thinks that, okay, you're great at doing things like what she did to the deep, how she made how the deep unalived his squid. He was messing with her. The squid was getting jealous. The shit was hilarious. That's so funny. But yeah. So it makes sense. So I saw this coming. But this was a great episode. I give it 4 out of 4 because of the execution and the pace. So next week, like I said, I think he's gonna find a way to control Maria. Gonna take everybody out using her power. She's gonna be all crazy in the head, and she might take out her sister. Because it's coming. Because look, if they unalive the sister at first and she saved the sister, he's gonna control her mind to the point where she's just gonna rip everybody apart. So we'll see, man. I mean, I can't wait for next week. I'm gonna try to get y'all guys some more shows. I am going live on HDiiTV tonight. I was tired last night, took a shower, and I just fell out. But tonight I wanted to talk about something. Yeah, we'll go live tonight. So, like I said, it is what it is. But shout out to Gen V, man. Gen V is really taking it over. Like between this and Peacemaker, and then I gotta watch that show with Yanu because season 2 coming out in 2026. So I gotta watch that. It's a lot of stuff I gotta watch that you just don't have enough time in the day to do.